What role, if any, can a circuit court judge play in the treatment of homelessness in our communities?
So, in addition to what the Oregon Constitution requires regarding the safety of the public, personal responsibility, accountability, and reformation, I think you could describe it even maybe not necessarily better, but more succinctly as holding somebody accountable and minimizing the risk that that person is going to engage in that type of behavior again. One thing that judges can consider, and one thing that I would consider as a judge, are the services available to the homeless in the community. Oftentimes, uh, people who are homeless uh, make poor choices because of the circumstances they have, and that's not to take away the responsibility of the choice, but rather to show that if they were given the opportunity to engage in other services or to make connections with other agencies, perhaps, that we could reduce the risk that this type of behavior would occur in the future. So judges can use that as part of a condition of probation or other part of a sentence to make sure that the person is getting the help that they need to ensure that they and the public are protected in the future.
While a judge does not set housing policy or control availability of services, a judge does play an important role in how these cases are handled. First and foremost, a judge is responsible to ensure that every person before the court is treated fairly and with dignity, regardless of their housing status. Second, where the law permits it, a judge can use problem-solving approaches to promote accountability while addressing underlying issues. In Benton County, that may include treatment programs and diversion opportunities. At the same time, a judge must consider community safety and impact of repeat unlawful conduct to others. Ultimately, the role of a judge is not to solve homelessness, but to ensure that the legal system responds to it in a way that's fair, consistent, and grounded both in the law and in realities of the community.
Well, homelessness is a difficult issue, I think. I think um, judges can't do a lot, to be honest. But I think there's a couple of things that judges can realize, and I think one of the things is that, a lot of criminal activity and general problems stem from individuals that, whether they're homeless or dealing with other problems in their life, there's this underlying lack of of hope, feeling of hopelessness and those type of things. And so I think you can, from the court's perspective, you can enforce the laws that are in place. And I think that there's that Oregon has some the laws about public use of public land and public property for camping, and that the laws that are associated with that have to be objectively reasonable. And I think you can enforce those laws in place, and you can take into effect when sentencing and dealing with those type of things the whole person rather than just the situation that they're in, and that includes homelessness and kind of the poverty that stems and the crimes that stem from the poverty of being unhoused.